I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender. It's time for a change, gotta bounce up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out, execution styles too late for an apologetic claim. You wrapped in a cloak of flame, by God it's overdue. Your time is to the end. Lock Jah silent without sin. He put me on the planet for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down. With suppressors attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger prophet like Farrakhan. Backed by the honorable who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the pitiful sinful. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. Oh, and kneels too late when the caps get bills. Don't believe in TC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone, but it got the dome when it's on the zone. All red of my vision through sight. It's killer be killed whenever I fight. From above, I've been given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' let them all, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, make no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme. Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
Oh, my phone's off. Either you or when I get my I mean, I got enough to do it now, but I'm not, you know, the 500 deductible and a few other things and 2 tires, they need to be rotated, so I want to keep like, you know, a couple thousand in my, you know, so I'm gonna change it over to T-Mobile. I'm not playing with Verizon anymore. It's all feds, all of them. So, you know, so that's why I'm not even gonna turn it back on, because you know, on the 3rd I paid the bill, right? I refused to pay that, which never had to be paid. Proved it to them, showed it to them, and they always got these foreign monkeys. And you know, it's like, can people get any more dumber? You know what I mean? I'm not tolerating them, so that's the reason why if you reached out to me, I can't see nothing. They even messing with my internet calling, like, yeah, Verizon, bye. And ain't taking no food off my plate. They are so stupid, these feds, man. No, really. I know some, right? And I used to mess with them. I mess with people. And I asked them all kind of questions. And, you know, they tried to do a little live thing. So stupid. Unbelievable how dumb they are. Holy, I mean, I see things different from every one of you, and you know that. And so, speculative, they think that he's supposed to. No, I'm not supposed to nothing. Boys, everybody, it's always the people who have no control attempt to control something. So, you know. What is today's date? What's today? 20 what? 24th?
Freedom I stand for, free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child, rid the land of all foreign and alien entities I decree
Okay.
this morning. Send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant.
So I shave my head. I ain't doing like a straight razor, y'all. I just shaved it off like I did before. And cause you know my hair, even my beard is straight hairs, curly hairs, like it's all weird, man. So I was like, you know, I can let it grow long and be walking around here. I can let it grow long and be walking around here looking like something up what is that called, samurai assassin or something, you know, with the long, because I got that, my sideburns will go straight all the way. I've had my ears covered with my sideburns, y'all, and even my hair is the weirdest. It's like you would think if my name would be TRU HERU, you know, and yeah. I don't like, now I see how women be messing with their hair all the time. I ain't, nah, man. It ain't happening. Let me see. I just laid it down with some, my natural, you know what I mean? Yeah, the mohawk back, y'all. I gotta let the line go, because you know how these things are. Yeah, I was like, I had enough. So I'm gonna keep it like this until summer. Then I'll determine from there. Depending on what happens. Don't worry, I don't have no perms in people. It's just cold ass water, because the water this morning had me dancing. He got a hate in that damn water system in here. That water's so cold, man. Had my toes cold. I mean cold, y'all. I was in that mud doing the hootie hoos and the hoo ha ha hoo, and I was just wetting my head and my face. Lord, no, I take cold showers, but I'm gonna start taking some warm ones. But had me wide awake. It's coming up, y'all. The phlegm. It's coming up, yeah. So this eucalyptus and mullein. Like I said, I don't have lemongrass, so lemongrass is better to flavor. Don't put no honey in it neither, though. If you ever do it, don't put no honey. All right.
Honor and respect to our ancestors. You've always had a father, the author of your flow, for show fire starter, the cause of your glow. But the trail
seeds from other, I had some other tea in here. From the lemon.
You don't burn from it.
Immune, but it's good.
The mistakes I've made, I pray that you learn from it. You my splitting image, little darker, little taller. I'm a shot caller, though you just a little baller. But chief, I'm still teaching you like he got yang. My he ain't reaching you despite me lock and chain. Black, you speaking true, you ignite lots of pain. I feel
Millennial, Sharon, what's up, mama? You got delusions over there on the side, y'all. Yeah, Jamel, Sam, see, what's going on, beloved? Yeah, I'm about to hit your book, but I gotta hear what yeah, because I've been reading some other books, and I'm gonna quote something out. I'm gonna share something about this and some other things I've been looking at. But Jamil Shamsi, I told y'all to pick up his books. It's got 2 of them out there. It's in the description, and it's excellent. I had to read it quite a few times. That's a lot of information, because a lot of things I've discussed, a lot of things that a lot of y'all know nothing about. Who the treaties are. I mean, it's amazing. A lot of our battles, and y'all would be amazed to pick up. Don't call my dummy no dummy, and still don't call my dummy. Y'all really need to purchase that for your home, to read to your children. Really should purchase that book. I'm not trying to push, and I'm not getting paid. I am making a statement based on, because y'all know I do read. Especially when it's just me. Like the days I've been in there, and I'll pick up something and I'll read it. Now, I also I cross-reference all the books that I read, because there's always other books that go with books the further, but he's got it like locked down. Like, I mean, God, dog, y'all, he was an officer in the army for 30 something years. Like, you can't make it up. And he went in like I did. I went in there white and Indian. I mean, white is a fictional identity. but based on my ancestral heritage, I went in there. I can't go claim African. I can't claim Caribbean. I can't claim Alaskan. I can't claim none of that. You know. So it's important that you know your genealogy. Not just for the sake of family. Other than that, you can easily dispel all the lies. So we're going to talk about legal gang members and these so-called officials, whether it be military, police, or whatever, and all these little idiots running around, FBA, Foundation of Black Americans. I'm not against them. I'm just against the narrative, because it seems like with all the research, you study these people move like feds, like they're ignorant. So we're going to dispel some of this shit today. The stuff today, excuse me. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Indigo Turtle, what's up, beloved? What's happening? What's happening? We appreciate that, Jamil. Absolutely, man. Because you know me, when I start going and I start breaking things down, man, you know how it's going to be. You know how it is. When I feel it, I push it up my diaphragm, and it's breaking up real good. Ew. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
To remake the world as a digital simulation, really.
Excuse me.
To digitalize, to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from carbon-based life to silicon-based life, to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit and...
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, you're left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We got protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. Spola, worshiping pedophiles, wanna feed out children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Those release represent.
I'm gonna show you a beautiful contradiction.
After doing 25 years in the beast cups, realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast.
God damn it.
Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening. And you know, I equate it to like the golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Nah, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Nah, come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive. We was not. Survive. We was on. What's up?
I do it die for shot down. Who am I but shot down? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide down. Blue sky behind ground. My crown slash helmet. So my aircraft still spit. Can't be tied down or even seat belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked, the cards, my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. It bust all on some ice, some veil shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real, monkey velvet. Body you not for marches of females clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit. To a fly though, haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the still in hand, but we're healer man. It's not Cypress Hill, I'm Tuttle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow our set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more than scam. More than scanners, I'm on parade. I am as you goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper opera. You stagnated, well I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm data space ace y'all. Buster stuck in the case, face off. Active shape the state, use a fake, a fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing the step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up. Flying a jet, straight to adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics. And it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A Christmas Carol lies what your fans get. Your worlds and pearls what I transmit as a transcript. Or I just spit it off the top to see the shit or get off the plot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew, and everybody wants to get his own crew rich, and then they want the other little people never get a piece to buy, and only go for the best, and go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and jackers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too, mostly black people. I'm talking to you.
Sure. Y'all really thought that I was done with y'all. Nah. I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fat. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the sci-fi. Third eye gang cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes, my heart's cold as an icebox. I'm saying die ops. From the skybox, I got scope on you pilgrims. The smoke with some real ones. Some of our folks are still dumb. Deaf and blind to the fact that blood, we gon' have this real some. Warrior spirits inside me. That's where it's real from. The world's a stage, page after page, script is played out. They keep us engaged, placate or rage. This is played out. Rules of a dying society should have been disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor should have been prayed out. The draft is on, COVID no issue. Could've blown it in tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle to who holds the pistols. The debacle's about who owes who the fizzle. Disregarding the aboriginal issue. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or wet. There's a big fat yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. A fool is known by his speech. Yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we, a sucker or me. Stand on 2 feet, one turn the other cheek. The wise man known by his silence. Mostly disguised compliance. Silence by guidance. From conspiring to nervous. Other aspirants of violence. Tyrants of fire. Striding and trying to hide. I'm trying to defiant. In environments of migrants, I'm hearing the sirens. Ring in my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, queers, groupies, and hype men. alignment and confinement, the requirements for this climate. Y'all push all the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress, don't duck, no wreck, drill music.
Hey, Zuri, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? My apologies. Yeah, how y'all doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna let it go long. It's about 20 minutes anyway. How y'all doing today? They welcome all the new subscribers. We still got that one or two individuals. I guess they feds keep coming in and going out. They don't have to do that. They get to sit here and watch without logging in and all that and subscribing. I want to address something because it seems to be a seriously. Some of y'all might see it as provocation. I keep expressing how important it is to get rid of your feelings and your emotions, and really pay attention to the dastardly sociopathic psychotic game that is going on. And I know a lot of you are looking at, still watching the news to see what's going on. They're trying to hide a lot of it with the media. I'm not going to go ahead with fake and all that. We already know they're fraudulent and perversions. And it's the same thing you see going on today, as far as you look back to World War I and World War II, especially World War II. If you read the narrative of World War I and World War II, as far as the Jews being expelled or whatever, in World War I, a lot of Jews fought with Germany, just like they did with the Bolshevik and the Russian thing until they were pushed out and Ukraine became a state and Czech and all those different places they didn't exist before that. And that's why Ukraine is mostly Jews right now. As y'all know, we already covered the fact that, and we got rabbis and everybody, thousands, stating that you cannot convert to a people, yet you can convert to a religion. Isn't that what Christians and everything like that is? And the most worst part of it all, that when you educate and your narrative of the children is to make them believe, and that means lack of knowing, in something, and you nurture them that way. You know, when I talked about the island with black and red, and I reverse it, and create a war behind that. And you see how they're spitting on Christians. They're doing this and the same thing the Hindus do, the Hindus, whatever you want to call them, because they're not real Hindus. Those individuals persecuting Christians, murdering them. The Muslims, the reason why they created, and you will never see the Indians try and fight Pakistan. They're always talking about China. Well, what? One and the same. I mean, for those who don't know, sometimes y'all need to really look at some videos and see what's really going down. I mean, people didn't believe when I said there's Palestinian Jews. I mean, literally 100% Palestinian, well, what's considered a Palestine, Philistine, who were converted to Judaism. And they fight and murder their own people. This is a fact. They're in the Mossad. They utilize, just like over here. You have all these feds, these federal agents who are Negroes who help bring down the Black Panthers. A lot of people don't know the Black Panthers was a tank battalion, 165th. I forget. The original Black Panthers in Vietnam were a tank battalion, or World War II or whatever. I forget. I had to go into it. I didn't want to pull it up, and y'all can research it. And also some of those same individuals would be some of the ones who created the Black Panther movement that had nothing to do with Africa and anything like that. Because if y'all remember, even in the Malcolm X movie, when he was talking that sitting there, I guess the liberation of the what's called the PLO or whatever, those black, whatever that African movement. You got to remember, Pew and P. Newton didn't want nothing to do with them. It was not the same cause. They never called themselves African. But now you see how things flipped. And how did it flip? You have a lot of melanated people who are very arrogant in their ignorance. They are being partial to something. And when I say ignorance, I mean a sleeping giant, if they were to wake up, would come to reality and change focus of direction. Yet, that has been over and over repetitive, that you see how steep this perversion is. I'm going to read a few things here right quick before I address some other things. A lot of y'all know the first, during 1941, I believe it was, when they first started deporting so-called Jews. If you was to go and research how many Jews were in Germany, it used to be there. They're changing this stuff nonstop. It wasn't even 6 million Jews. To France, I think it was over 6,500 sent there to a camp in France, and a couple other places. Like, there weren't a lot. And you had those who were still in the Waffen SS. You still had those who were in the Rheinbach and all that stuff. And you will never know it because they're always changing it. They need to feed the energy to keep the conservative ideology or the liberal opportunity stuck in the same preparation that you can't see things for what it is. You dig what I'm saying? So if you was to go and look at 33 to 39 and then go 40 to 41 and see, like, when they had us all thinking in school and everything that they were burning the books and it was like Egypt library. The only books that were burning was based on homosexuality, pedophilia, the Pizzagate stuff that you see over here, and the changing. And you hear that we Elon Musk and all of them, they're all about that because why? They're the same people. It is well documented. I have papers that express the fact. Besides that brother who we talked about saying he was Cochise nephew or whatever, the truth is, because I remember Cochise passed away in 1977. And he was about 80 years old, and they buried him hidden in his fortress. All this right here is Cochise land. He wasn't a Mongol. They say Apache. We already know that James Brown was an Apache, and he had a hard time with the black thing because the feds needed him to push this black thing, and certain parties, if you look into it, whether it be Quincy Jones, whoever, it was deliberate. It had to reshape the mindset of the people. It had to bring it out of struggle, and they had war and everything else going on, and in all this murder of ancestral inhabitants. And people have a hard time deciphering this because the education system have nurtured the last 2-3 generations of melanated people and pale skins in the most absurd way. And all these individuals say, like Lauryn Hill, the miseducation of the Negro, regardless of her knowing some truths or whatever, and my aunt teaching her, and you know, all growing up around the same each other, same place. That doesn't mean nothing. Wyclef, which one is the one that they said was they arrested saying he was a spy or something?
I thought it was him.
Wyclef, right?
Yeah,
Wyclef John.
There being a politician and stuff.
Yeah. That's to keep you in a certain place. You know, when we look at Bill Cosby being locked up, why is that he got locked up supposedly, but you have Biden letting go of this guy that killed 12 people and molested 4 children and all this other stuff, and that's not even the whole thing, because you got to look back to everything else. Natalie Wood, Marilyn Monroe. It's always these worthless feds. These people. Anyone can go out and take a hit on anybody. I mean, I watched some videos of this young man who went and killed this dumb Negro who murdered his brother. He got him, but he didn't care if the police come or nothing because he kept beating on the man was dead. He kept beating and shooting him, and he even grabbed the man's gun and shot him. And everybody else was just running around like they're crazy. He was shooting at him, but whether they hit him or not, the man was so empowered and enraged. And this is the ignorance of our people, all right? And you still see it going on right now. You got Louisiana talking about the most deadliest place, the dumbest Negroes I've ever seen in existence. How'd they get that way? We're talking about Louisiana. How'd they get so damn dumb? You got people saying Georgia got the best looking melanated women in the world. Bullshit. This is the perversion, because I've seen a ton of videos with these flagrant women, not to debase them, but point out things nobody pays attention to, and they let it go because, you know, they think that it's all right. You know, it's liberal mindset. There's something, it's a spell over these idiots. Okay? And there's women and men having sex with women and men in like group or like the nastiest thing. And Georgia's the proprietor of it. You have all these people out of Chicago, New York, California, all that, and went to Georgia, all these homo thugs. All right, out of Florida. I remember when I was down there, people talking about, hey man, I'm getting the music, I'm going up to Georgia. I said, nah, we used to be laughing at them. No, you ain't going up there. We know you got it. You act a little zesty. And people hide behind these lies if it's supposed to be beneficial. How did our people get to this state? Because they always talk about buck breaking. There wasn't no damn buck breaking here. That's later on down the road. Prison, the prison system. Okay? POWs. All right? And who brought it here? Who owns all the Pornhub and everything else? Ron Jeremy with his nasty Jew. Every time I see a melanated woman sleeping with him, I said she lost a card. I don't care about Ebony A's becoming a preacher. She went from one sump to another sump in her disease prolificated mind. Am I knocking on them because of the choices? No, because to me it's not I'm not a religious person. But morally, ethically, these people are a satire of perversion. And if they would look at this, they'd be like, that has nothing to do with the First Amendment. Has nothing to do with the Fourth being protected, and that has nothing to do with the Bill of Rights and everything that exists, how it was radicalized, and they say ratified. Where they took it from, nobody knows, because they only accept what they say. They came here and went, and though they took us to succeed in destroying Germany at the time, okay? Look at the political forum right now. Who's all the heads? Why does nobody pay attention to these little things? Why does AIPAC even exist on this soil? You know why? Because you got a bunch of dumb Negroes running around calling themselves black. Let me show you a contradiction. Okay? I want to show you a contradiction. All right? As you can see. I'm going to give you the etymology of black, and a lot of you know the truth. Jamil Shamsid points it out, and many others. I saw a news article. We're not going to do that one. We're going to read the first one. AI, worthless ass piece of machine shit. They can't think for itself, got to be programmed to look at things and be legitimized in its search based on references sources within the network. That's why they were changing it. So the AI is a retard, a machine. So the word black comes from the Old English word bleak, which means black, darker ink. Bleak does not mean black, darker ink. See what I'm talking about? Bleak comes from the Proto-Germanic word black ass, A-Z. No, it doesn't. Which means burned. No, it doesn't. And even if you burn something, what happens when you fully burn through? It goes into a black form, becomes white. Ash. Salt. We talked about the 12 salts. Black ash comes from the Proto-Indo-European word beleg, which means to burn, gleam, shine, or flash. That takes it back to a lucid, not the act of burning something to be darkened, but to bring in light. Now, why do I say that? Because that's not its origin. Then when we go back to the etymology of black and we go into it as far as the fake English language, it's not an English fucking language, it's Germanic. Okay, and usage, stack exchange, when you want to lose that, utilize that, or if you want to go ahead and you want to go to other etymologies, all right. The word black can be traced back to its Proto-Indo-European origins through the word black, which meant pale, wan, colorless, or albino. Black was incorporated into Old French as black, Italian, and Spanish as blanco, bianco, blanco, blanchi. All right? So people have seen articles, and this was 2019 and prior. I saw a news article on ABC News that made the claim that if you go back far enough in time, the word black used to mean white and has the same origins. So you have a bunch of people being run around by the very same people who are bastardizing the land over there and this one and every other land, putting their heads in Brazil and everything else. How many of y'all ever been to Brazil? And you look at the melanated brothers and sisters over there. You don't see, most of them don't have a car. You'll see a lot of them not even in politics. All right? And who are the very people call themselves Portuguese? They're not even original people. Why is it so hard to consummate this ideology, this narrative, to see the racism that's behind it, and the so-called black police to fafala murders intentionally, the perversion of it, just like you see over here, as if it's supposed to be okay. Them not even knowing their numbers. Yeah, I have a daughter over there. Yeah, and she's a police officer, but she doesn't perform those duties. All right. I mean, she might be retired. Shit, I don't know. I haven't asked her about that. I don't conversate about that. But everybody looks at Hollywood and they see that the thing with straight hair. This is not knocking y'all with straight hair. I am pointing something out medical, as far as science. Hollywood pushed the colorism and the white ideology to create this narrative to keep division and separation. But the funny thing about the afro and the straight hair, which one is de facto defunct and which one is natural? Well, you'd be surprised to know that the afro is absolutely natural. It is the natural origin of being. Straight hair, comes from a genetic flaw. I'm just pointing it out. You don't have to believe me. You can research it. That's still there. I'm not going to read it. It's still there. And it's the very own people who like to play this game. Whether you want to call them Zionists, Chazars, whatever you want to call them, it's meaningless. What matters right now is looking at all these individuals and these gangs running around commercials. Yeah, when we got to get revenge. These fools don't know the first thing about revenge. Because they really wanted revenge, they would have turned it on the people that created this stalemate, this stagnated mind concept. They're too stupid to know better. And most people have, now you see the system talking about, because you have these single mothers raising men. Women were never meant to nurture, or they were meant to nurture, but never to raise means to tear down. Nurture, but they were never meant to guide men. Never. It's the ignorance of the system that have, and most copious forms that have allowed this. There are pale-skinned women speaking up more than melanated women, proving that there are a lot of, this is not about women, y'all. It's not women bashing. Man, if you take it personal and get gone. Who are pale-skinned women, it seems like the pale-skinned rappers are the ones telling the truth now. when we started out doing that. But the pale-skinned women are telling the more truth, other than these so-called self-made millionaires and these idiot black mongrel, and not everybody melanated is us. But everybody listens to them as if they're getting a good word of advice. Y'all continue to stay stuck in this crayon color as if it's okay. And why is it that 1940s and prior to that, up to the 50s, even sometimes in the 60s, you call somebody black, they kill you. Huh? Am I lying? No, I know this personally. Defamation of not just character, but ancestral heritage. All the lies. When I say backwards, reverse, upside down, inverted, I guess some of y'all think, it's just a few things. It's everything. When will y'all start realizing this and come about y'all's little mind state of stupidity, fluctuating in I even having a hard time dealing with Lord Jamar, being with this FBA bullshit. I wish one of those FBA motherfuckers would come over here and try that with me. Excuse my language, but I excuse it not. Because I listen to a lot of them. They know some things, but they don't know shit. And some of them aren't who you think they are. They don't have your best interests. Now, I don't like Fat Joe at all. He's another damn half-breed running his mouth who don't have a clue about ancestry, but he knows in his family he has a whole lot of Negroes in it. See, this is the fundamental excursion. Because in Puerto Rico, and a lot of places in so-called Latin America, that fake-ass name, there's a whole lot of goofies running around who are racist. Like, make that make sense. And god dang it, they don't have a whole lot of black folk in their goddamn families. You see the absurdity of it? I'm not here to prove nothing. I'm gonna bring a little more enlightenment, because people keep talking about and worried about who's who and what's what. No, you need to address the problems of how you got to this place and push that. What's the referendum for change? To know exactly why the change must happen. Well, if you don't know where the fuck you came from or how you got to where you at, how can you make change? So FBA is full of shit, just like Fat Joe and all these other racist light skins and the dumb Negroes that hate themselves. All right? Look it up. It's all right there. It's all in their shit. They can't even clean that shit up to make change. Because see, the world they want to create, all this will never be nothing. It'll be whatever they say. And they've been working hard enough, and they would have never got to the point of doing what they're doing if they haven't succeeded in some things. I'm not saying it's going to succeed for a long time. Look, I'm not here to talk about that. I have a story to tell. No, I told you they're stupid. And if that ain't enough, then you must be stupid right along with them. If it's hard to change, then you're not really about change. And you know the fun thing about change? It's not really change, it's stepping back into your natural consortium of who you are as a sentient existence. But if you want to run around in the flesh with y'all's religious corpus ideology of, what do you gain in the world? You know, gain in the world, but lose your soul. Well, it's the very same ones that screaming that they don't know a goddamn thing about nothing. Run to your synagogues, your churches, and your mosques and all that. And be the redundant hypocrites of your new existence. I guess everybody's a Cabbage Patch Baby. Or a goddamn orphan. Well, I know in my family that's not the case. But what I'm alluding to, we were unscathed and untouched. They changed the world very, very much in front of everybody, and now you're still sitting here cheering to these worthless fucking things called teachers and professors. Bastards. It's not enough to know who created the education system and why. Is it? Sending your babies to be birthed and with doctors in them who don't give a fuck. And if your blood type's right, they'll take it. And yet, we could be doing it all for ourselves. Women could actually learn how to bring babies back in here. Better diets of fruits and vegetables. If you gotta have meat, goddammit, fish, and create a pond. But y'all so worried about nothing. Because nothing ain't worried about you because you're living in nothing. Now, when you look at the war of so-called melanated black men. I guess they would be the original white people, the purity. And they go to these fucking wars and become everything based on the desire of the individuals who have created this incursion, this blasphemy, this murder mire. Why is it for a long time you never heard nothing about these magnificent melanated indigenous people? They got this. Let me look. This monkey, right? Phil Keith and Tom Clavin. I want you to look at these two monkeys who wrote this. In the origin, when I read about this man long ago, he was never identified as an African fucking American, owned by a fucking Jew. The term applied to a goddamn meat or a distribution of food or some shit. Are y'all that goddamn stupid? Me always tell you, he had a video, magnificent, I only watched half, about 12, 13 hours ago, talking about Christmas. There's a lot of secrets in there. Jamil Shamsi, you really need to get into his book and really pay attention because he gives you a turnaround. I'm going to read a little bit because what they wanted to do is hide how great you are. But first, let me read this. African Americans fought for freedom at home and abroad during World War II. Then we go back to before that, and I'm going to get back into reading that, and I'm going to pull it up right quick. Get back over here, all right, and pull this up. I got to do this because I'm looking at many different things on here. Is that okay with y'all? Is it fine? I just want to know, is it okay? You patient? I know some of you are just slaving. We don't have to go to the federal. We don't have to go to the Federal Bureau of Investigations. We don't have to go to the Freedom Act, Christian Identity movement. That should give y'all some enlightenment. Come on up. Hold on.
We infiltrated the network with our informants who portrayed themselves as members of the FARC in Colombia that needed to kill Americans. And of course, Fayed and his conspirators were looking to get.
I gotta pull the right stuff here. I gotta pull up anything.
So we had a co-producer weapons here. The operational plan was to do the arrest.
I mean, it's like the so-called devil, right? Has no children, but kids. And kids means literally he sees them as goats. And we're not talking about these idiots in sports running around. So-and-so, John Bones is the goat of the... Like, make it make sense. No wonder he was stuck on cocaine and everything else. Efficiency. Hold on, y'all. So I got a lot of stuff in this. Everything's moving a little slow. I don't know why. The Secret Destiny of America, Manny P. Hall. I would advise y'all to pull this up and read it. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and read it. It's never going to happen. Okay? I would advise you to pull it up and read it. Okay? If you don't mind. If you're not too goddamn lazy. Now, I pointed out something to you when I said this history of the black Americans, whatever the biggest fact, African Americans fought for freedom at home and abroad during World War II. I got to slide back over to get to this one portion, and we'll read it a little bit. But the African military in the service of World War II to Vietnam, but they don't say nothing about Korean War. It was the same thing. How people were being pushed out there in the R&R. They were fighting for years, being slaughtered. All right, and this is what people don't understand. But the World War II accomplishments laid siege to entrenched prejudice in American society and in military policy. Policy, not law. Aided by the Brotherhood of, and you need to read that. You need to really look into that. Go to the National Cemetery Administration, okay? And you need to pull that up. It's a PDF. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm giving you URSUPs. You need to come back and watch this video again and write it down if you're not writing it down now. Whenever you come over here, please have a pen and paper and take these notes. Again, go over to the National Cemetery Administration.gov, pull up the PDF, African Americans in Military Service, World War II to Vietnam, and read that. Okay? Why was the U.S. Army fine with black soldiers in combat in World War I, but not World War II? Isn't that funny? I mean, who was the first man and what was his nationality? Crispus Attucks, that died in the first fake-ass Wampanoag, first Revolutionary War. But they wanted to teach our children and your children that they were African Americans. This is how bastardized these motherfuckers are. Netanyahu, all of them, pieces of excrement. Okay? Honoring Black History, World War II. When you start looking at these things, you start to pull up a lot of truth. They had to hide how incredible you motherfuckers were. Okay? We don't want to get into the Wartmark, you know, and all that, the WAB and FSSS, because people don't want to believe that Jews were in there. Well, 20 years ago, when I was reading a book on it, they had a ton of them in there. Hell, Hitler's, one of his top doctors, giving him meth and everything else, was a fucking Jew. And whenever you look at the numbers, they hide it now. Every time you turn around, they're going to keep going with this bullshit of the Holocaust, which I told you is what? A sacrifice. Couples, collaborators, y'all need to know these things. Why? Because it'll give you some effect of truth. I'm not being nasty here. I'm speaking as a goddamn, we got to use the word adults and grown, please. I'm speaking as somebody who's not a truth teller. I'm pointing out things that show the irrelevance of these motherfuckers and the reason why y'all keep moving around like y'all do. Stuck and stupid. Okay? Where's that? You gotta scroll down. Look into the deportations, you'll see a lot, whether it be Czech Republic or whatever. You will see it. And then why did Stalin even start going after the Germans? I mean, the Jews. I gotta get it out, y'all. Hold on. It's breaking up, but it's, yeah, I gotta force it out. I didn't drink my stuff yet, so it'll break it up a little more. Okay, let me see here. Luxembourg government fleeing into 1940, within the Luxembourg government fleeing into exile in London for the duration of World War II. Again, Nazi Germany occupied Luxembourg in May 1940 with the Luxembourg government. Because who was the Luxembourg government? Who was the Luxembourg government? Until October of 1941, German policy officially encouraged Jewish immigration. Gradually, however, the Nazis sought to deprive Jews fleeing Germany of their bullshit. There were a lot of Germans within the Third Reich, right? Regardless of the fourth one that's going on right now. Okay? Hold on, let me pull this up. I have to scroll down because everything, I was going to copy and paste to make a whole. I'm not going to do that because I like writing a lot. Okay? Just bear with me. The chronology is not all encompassing. As the history of the achievement of melanated people, they say African Americans with their perverted fuck selves, in the United States Navy is still being written. Why the fuck is it still being written? Because you don't have a clue when they got to spin some kind of fucking story. Why were melanated men soldiers? Can you remember all these things that ran by these same fucktards? Why were African American soldiers segregated in World War I and World War II despite fighting alongside white Union soldiers in the American Civil War? Because it wasn't Civil War, and that war and the history of it is a lie, a defamation of history and of your ancestral heritage and your truth. Okay. Where's it at? Damn it, man. This is what they do. I think I pulled off the page and I went away and it came back and even motherfuckers couldn't wait to jump on it. We're not even going to talk about... Right, here it goes. We're not even going to talk about all the special force operators, the magnificent brothers who did amazing things. It doesn't matter if they whitewashed themselves or became stupid and hypocrisy of it all and told stories later on in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It don't matter whether it be 20, 40, 50 years after the wars. But when you look at this, Manning 155 millimeter. Well, let's look at it. What was the significant about the Battle of the Bulge and the African Americans during the war? None of them were African Americans. I had relatives that fought in that fucking war. I wish the motherfuckers call them African American. I'd be at their door going, what the fuck's up, niggas? Manning 155 millimeter howitzers, African American gunners sacrificed themselves to defend fleeing infantry. 11 of them were murdered by the Waffen-SS and then forgotten by the U.S. Army. That's like the USS Liberty. They weren't murdered by the Waffen-SS. They were murdered by fucking you-know-who. Out of ammo and everything, waiting and promising to be there, they just showed up and murdered them to further push the case of the war to get more Negroes from this continent in the war so that way they can get rid of the history, the knowledge, and everything else. Louisiana, family down there, I call them a bunch of punk-ass motherfuckers. They sold themselves short and married all the foreign interlopers. Now you see why a lot of melanated men have it out for a lot of melanated women. Because y'all have betrayed them on the highest level. And we say love. I don't have a problem with who's marrying or loving or whoever, if y'all into that marriage. And I don't care about that. I care about how we got to the point we are and the magnitude of the prolificators of the lies, the Zionist fucks that have put everybody in the state they're in on all sides. We're funding everything. You got to remember the motherfucker that funded both sides of the Civil War. That was so it's the long game, have control over everything. And all those lost in that battle, that war, unnecessarily, based on indoctrination. It's the things that y'all need to look at. You have all these so-called powerful ass white and Latino motherfuckers, well, a lot of them first generation born here, running around in this police force that ain't motherfucking lawful. Policy has nothing to do, and the Constitution is supreme based on the fucking on the on the 10 I'm trying to fight this cough, y'all. The Bill of Rights. These very motherfuckers that grew up going to the same school and everything, military, this, that, and other, get out and join this thing based on their dumbass parents and grandparents who are stupid as fuck and dead. And they become this racist narrative and everything else based on fake history and everything else and think it's okay. And all of them ain't showing all the shit that the majority in the higher places are showing, who ain't out here doing all the dumb shit, prolificating all this stupidity. That shows the lack of enthusiasm, the disrespect and everything else of themselves. But what's mind-boggling is how you motherfuckers sit there and allow it. It's got to come up, y'all. And it is. Hell. Now. Oh, yeah. About 3 of those today and I'll be good. So, the term African American. Why is it before Obama you couldn't really find it nowhere? Fuck Jesse. He's about dead anywhere. Bill Clinton, I hope he doesn't make it out of there unless they want to clone him. All that's possible. I just want to know. Sounds hate. Well, goddamn it, if they want to call that fake ass label, then so be it. I'm not hateful or anything. I like to look at things not logistically. How we got to where we at, and I'm not even tapping on the motherfucking head of it. And the fact that you got a bunch of idiots who wanted you to think they're smart, and you motherfuckers listen to them. You give them time today. While these motherfuckers are too busy mitigating this and changing the narrative so nobody can see it. Even when y'all share it. They said they're going, ooh, ooh. They put this little, blockchain like shit where if y'all share my video, a handful may see it, and majority won't. You know why? Because people have a hard time accepting the reality of the truth they exist in. Even though it's the truth, it doesn't mean it's not a lie. Is that complicated? Let me say it a different way. So when you make a donut, do you fry the dough first or do you put the sugar on the dough? How the fuck that work? So how do you go with 4 decades and say all of a sudden after 40 fucking years when a lot of us are still here and go up, you're African Americans now. Who the fuck are they to think they can label and name whoever the fuck they want and call them whoever the fuck and what they want? Based on y'all reading and me reading the Wells Fair and everything else, that Masonic Zionist fucktard Christian, the cowboy, you know, the fake ass, he wasn't even a cowboy, who turned out World's Fair in 1909, brought all these Mongols from Alaska and everything and made them play Indian. Wild Bill, that fuck monkey. How about the fact that Daniel Boone in Alamo wasn't no pale skin, but a mulatto, a Melungeon, if you want to call it. Let's break it up. Damn. Okay? Why is it so hard to accept the reality of that? Because you still want to listen to some retarded motherfucking. Let me pull this up. I have no secrets, nothing to hide, so you just gotta deal with me coughing this shit up. Right now, you have these goofy motherfucking monkeys of the Aryan Freedom Network. A lot of them got a lot of Negro in them. They're just too stupid to know it. On the 14 Words podcast hosted by the white supremacist Sean Sweat, aka Texas Vet, a fucking monkey. Okay, and you have Adam Waffen Division, another American neo-Nazi group by the Christian Defense shit bullshit. You need to look in the Aryan Nation. Look at those dumb motherfuckers. These are not even all the regular ones. And if you start pulling up from 1960s all the way to this point, who made these motherfuckers that way? Didn't I already point to you and prove to you who created the Ku Klux Klan? And the fact that there were a lot of Negroes running around in it too? What is so hard to comprehend in this? These motherfuckers are their own death. Not even 1%. And because you got the fake ass media, who the ones that made them do the work they did? How the racists come into existence? They use you until they get tired of you, and then they use you as kind of fodder. That's what these Zionists do. Just like these dumb Negroes who partake in this, these dumb ass gang members, these fake ass group called the Black Panthers, all these worthless motherfuckers. I was talking with my brother Olmec, and I was like, you know what? Jam Master Jay, to me, was a Fed. I don't give a fuck. I don't believe everybody's locked up is locked the fuck up. I think Suge Knight was a goddamn Fed. I look at the nigga, the witch guy that knocked him and beat his ass, beat him and his boy's ass, got murdered the next day, right? He was a martial arts master, good with the hands. And nobody talks about it. Why? Because a lot of them old heads now claiming this Crip and Blood and all this other shit. I told y'all before the Bloods even existed in California, they were in Jersey, they were a group from Vietnam. Just like the Black Panthers, the original. Motherfuckers have a hard time dealing with that because they want to tell you their story based on in the neighborhood. Bunch of dumbasses running around. We're gonna kill and shoot each other because you killed my cousin. Well, your cousin might be a homosexual motherfucker molesting his little nephew. And you kill him without finding out the facts. 1,000 different things, or rape somebody's sister or whatever else. All that was happening based on chemicals, drugs, and everything else from the fucking 60s, created by the CI goddamn A's, and then y'all still trying to put Rick Ross like he on some high fucking pedestal. And some fucking faggot ass rapper. Diddy Crew. Who was an ex-correction officer. Just like the fake ass Hebrew movement with that cop, ex-cop and all those police officers. If you watch them take people down, they do the very same thing. Pushing Jesus and all that shit. But y'all dress up and throw the purple on like it's royal and everything else without the true epitaph of real history. You motherfuckers are your own pragmatic problem. And you'll blame all of them because you're too stupid to really listen to individuals who will guide you in another direction and say, really look at this. I'm not telling you not to be part of that. Oh, it's yellow. Good. How are you going to figure things out if you don't want to work things out for yourself? And work it out walking beside brothers and sisters who walk in the same, I guess you could say, light. Well, really darkness with a fucking little ass tiny mag light. All right. Hey, Red Line, what's going on? But you know, the thing is, that's very possible, very plausible. You'd be surprised. I mean, look at the Challenger. All them motherfuckers are alive. Then they blow up. The only motherfuckers they really killed were the ones in space and Apollo, where the motherfuckers didn't want to do it because they knew there was no moon. They knew they were going to take a ride. They're going to be dropped off in the water, be held over for a few months on some island, and then be brought back with a floating fucking capsule. And they were like, no. So what they do? That Mossad went up in there because that's NASA. The CIA and FBI answered them. Created by Warner Von Braun, who told you that it's all fake. But because they don't teach you in the system, you won't listen to it. They cut the oxygen line, so when they cranked it up, an electric spark, it burnt all their asses up. That was live on TV, man. Huh? Nixon talking to the motherfuckers in the... And who remembers the very first spacewalk? I got the video. Man, if that wasn't... we just enjoyed looking at any goddamn dumb thing, didn't we? You can see the nigga on pulleys and ropes. I personally, while I was living in Arizona, took a picture out there at a certain place showing you the fucking Mars landing was this certain mountain. I had found the same ridge. I went back. I was like, man, this looked like something. I had to go back and get on the computer. Holy shit, the Mars rover. I went back out there. I said, hey, look. Oh shit, this is out here in Arizona. And I put the picture up, and the Moors and everybody ran with the motherfuckers, all the pale skins, everybody ran with the picture. I didn't take the picture. I just went out there and proved that the fucking, by telling people this is where you can look. Well, no goddamn Mars. It was out here in Arizona. Y'all think this is a fucking game, don't you? Y'all like playing games, huh? I guess that's why y'all always talking about the 49ers and Dallas and all that goofy shit. This distracted. Keep you in your emotions and feelings. We won! We lost. Oh, man, the Knicks suck ass. Who needs that bullshit? Of a whole bunch of steroid or big muscle-bound homosexuals running around. Huh? Then you had the idiots in basketball getting the big eagle sit there with Boule on tattooed on, like, look at me, motherfucker. How do y'all consummate this relationship with lies, absurdities, things that are abhorrent to your existence? I say, look, y'all motherfuckers need to learn how to ascend, and y'all choose not to. I asked y'all a few dollars to buy some books. Y'all choose not to. Let me read this to you right quick. I have no problem saying African American if that's what you want to say, but I'm not going to use that term. I'm just using it right now because of the plight of ignorance. So, this is a truly inspiring story of courage and triumph by Nelson DeMille. All Blood Runs Red, the legendary life of Eugene Bullard, boxer, pilot, soldier, spy. Okay? Let's go, man. I'm gonna get through all that bullshit contents and all that. So, the seventh child. Make sure I got the right. I'm not highlighting. I'm not marking in this book unless something comes together that needs to come together. The seventh child. The seventh child. You know, we count like this: 1, 2, 3. It's not in Germany. That's actually how you count. How the fuck are you gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4? Were you subtracting 1 to get 3? Anyway, Eugene Bullard. Look up the names. This is no African goddamn name. Anyway, and it's not given by no pale skin because he was a slave. Bullshit. The future nightclub owning spy, boxer, fighter pilot, musician, and decorated soldier was born to William Octave Bullard and Josephine Yokeli. That's why that's indigenous motherfuckers. Yokeli is not African. Come on up. It's right there. Anyway, Yokeli Thomas Bullard. Yes, Josephine Yokeli Thomas Bullard. That's another Josephine Baker story, right? On October 9th, 1895, in the sleepy town of Columbus, Georgia, just east of the Georgia-Alabama border, right on the banks of the Chattahoochee River. You know about the Chattahoochee people, anyway. William was jovially dubbed Big Ox. by an employer because he was 6'5" and at least 250 pounds. The nickname stuck. William was the son of a slave of Haitian ancestry, and Josephine was a full-blooded Creek Indian. Haitian. There were no Africans in Haiti then. All the people, most of the people in Haiti and Jamaica, not all, but besides the Maroons and all of them, were coming from here, Cuba, and Canada. You want to fucking have that debate, motherfuckers? Because you know I'm always ready when I'm reading something. Now, not one of them black motherfuckers will come over here with their bullshit. Shrink them down and affect my ass. Full-blooded Creek Indian. Pull up a picture of his mother. You know what? I'll do that for you right the fuck now. Jesus Christ. I'll be right when this is all over. I just don't want to get the whoopee cough and all that other goofy shit, which I think they're spraying all over the place. That is, yeah, there we go.
Right at the same time that I've just been transferred via memo out of Special Operations Division.
Is it?
To a desk job at headquarters. So I decided to go to my favorite cafe.
Okay.
Drink red wine.
Space, bro, space. Why am I not spacing?
Operation Cassandra, led by the American anti-drug agency, was buried.
Okay.
Sacrificed on the altar of realpolitik. The United States had favored the hope of peace with Iran, rather than the dismantling of the face of Hezbollah.
What the fuck? Not her. She didn't have no goddamn. So there was a picture of her. Now they don't have one. Do you see how these motherfuckers get down, yo? Can't even pull up the picture. You can't even pull up her picture, man. But what I'm going to tell you, based on what I've known and seen, is she was a Negro. A Negro. Creek Indian. Okay? Now you want to talk about identity theft? Well, Thomas Bullard isn't English, French, or any of that shit. You get motherfuckers like this, fake ass, new age, Scott, Irish, whatever the fuck you want to call them, pale skins, and they assimilate these names. Now you can pull him up, scroll to the like, visit the site, and read about the motherfucker. But as far as a picture of her, you are not going to be able to pull it up. All right? If y'all find it, share it. I'm still looking because I know it existed. I'm doing my best to see if I can pull it up, y'all. Because a lot of times they'll just take from a certain post with certain individuals and put it somewhere and be buried. And then when you look and you come across it, you'll find the picture. And it's like, holy shit. All right? Because they have pictures of everybody back then at that time. Why not his mother?
This hangar was controlled by the Hezbollah, as everybody knows, as well as the airport is controlled by Hezbollah.
I'm still looking, though. It's breaking up. Did I find it? No, that's not her. Actually, I know what she looks like. And I told you these motherfuckers are dumb. She don't look like no Mongol or mongrel. She looks like you and I, melanated brothers and sisters. Okay? Doesn't matter if she had a little French or Spanish. It don't matter about those made-up narratives, okay? So you find it, excuse the spitting and stuff, but I got to get this out, man. You know how it is? If you find it, go ahead and share it. So that way people can see the picture, all right? And I'll go do a deep dive. I have to use another platform in order to see if I can find it because it's like that. But anyway, The Bullards had 10 children in all, but 3 died in infancy. The entire family lived crammed in a 3-room house in 2601 Talbotton Avenue, which was then part of the African American community. No, it wasn't. There wasn't even no such thing as African American community. This is how dumb these motherfucking writers are. On the west side of town, well, no such thing as African American community then. Big Ox, from the moment Gene was born, felt the 7th of his children would be the lucky one, with 7 being, especially 7 being, God dog, man. 7 being, I skipped the page, excuse me. Oops, my apologies. It's coming up, you guys, just bear with me. With 7 being somehow mysterious and considered charmed. Charm, you know what that means, right? Okay. History ultimately might say he was correct, but Gene's actual beginnings were far from auspicious. The records do not contain any physical description of Gene's mother. So we do not know if she was short or tall, small or large. We do know that Gene did not achieve the same height and physical stature of his impressively built father. He talked about his mother extensively. Anyway, ultimately he stood just under 6 feet and never weighed much more than 160 pounds. Then again, with the family always on the thin edge of poverty and many hungry mouths to feed, it is entirely possible that Gene's height and weight suffered early on from a diminished availability of nutrition. Isn't it like the Jews who was over there murdering children and everybody else will kill you and everything else, thinking it's all right when they're fake and frauds based on the Talmud and everything else, which is Hinduism and everything else? And Talmud, yes. One and the same Gog and Magog motherfuckers you see answering the phone now and everything else, and in your government running around with these fake Christian, and they're not Christian Zionist fuck monkey puppets that they put in there that are paid and bought for. Small numbers on your fucking soil with a lot of idiots want to listen to them who think they hate, but they think they're part of something, but based on the nurturing of the lie being raised, torn down, and given a false narrative. Strong genes don't accept bullshit. So I see a lot of people got a lot of weak genes. Huh? So what they do, just like they're doing over there, murdering indiscriminately, firing on other places and everything else, threatening everybody with us, blow everything up, that should allude to something. Then why are y'all fucking scared? You're just going to sit there and allow this shit to happen? I'm just wondering. I can dig it. But your heritage and history of who you are, I think they want to strike something, get something going, and see some of you change and react. Hypothetically. That's actually part of some of the writings I'm doing in the fictional narrative of stories. Okay? Don't take anything I'm saying to heart. I'm just pointing it out because you can see it. You can see it all. It ain't like it's hidden. All right? So I'll read some more of this to you later, but I want to show you how they hide people's identities because they want you to accept the new narrative they created as if it's supposed to be pious. It's supposed to be something that's supposed to be meaningful. Yeah, there you go. Oh man, it's coming out a lot of phlegm, bro. Anyway, you have a lot of people running around this world, and they just, whether they paid to argue, whatever, I don't really give a fuck. And what's amazing is you motherfuckers still, and if you feel some kind of way I'm saying this, go on Facebook or whatever, and then fucking repeat it, or come to me, hit me up, Messenger or whatever, and let's have this conversation. Don't be a little punk. Okay? Because the reality is, a lot of you, regardless of you thinking you know the truth now, are living a lie. You dig what I'm saying? Why are you recording it? You want me to take a picture and send it to you? Why are you recording it? You want me to take a picture and send it to you? He's right there. Anywho, come on, leaning out the camera and shit. But the reality is, this is who we are. And our greatness is not to be diminished because you got a bunch of worthlessness and lazy hound dogs who don't know nothing, partying and enjoying, getting ran up in and everything else. I'm not against them. What I'm against is stupidity. Okay? Let me say hi to everybody. Come up in here. Scrolling. That cause not from chemtrails, partially maybe it's just dropping knowledge. That cough is from they sprayed here heavy for 2 days. I haven't been sick in over 10 years other than being poisoned. And that very next day, all of us around here were sick. So you don't know what the fuck they're flying in those planes, brother, beloved. I mean, I'm just saying, that's the facts. You don't know what they're spraying in it, okay? And it's coming out more and more and more every fucking week that there's a lot of shit that they're spraying and not everything's the same. And again, we have mosquitoes here with the black and white lines, you know, the ones Bill Gates or whatever the fuck their names are going to use. Helicopters flying around, and the very next day we got mosquitoes in fucking 40 and 50 degree weather. Like, pay attention to people who are actually living it if you're not. All right, beloved? Because I'm very serious about a lot of things. And we all got sick. Everybody. So first ask the question. Don't deliberate on thinking you know when you don't know, my beloved. All right? But I can dig what you're saying, Zuri. The call from Dodge working there spraying. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. They're attempting to scrub history, period. Absolutely, scrolling. Absolutely, you're correct. I appreciate you being here and everybody else. Oh, Mac, appreciate it. Oh, positive blood, we are warriors. Absolutely, goddamn right, Red Line. Happy winter solstice. All right, y'all. Yeah, dumb shit big time, man. Big time. Peggy, hey. What's going on? Lacey Ann, Peggy, first comment, love history, cool stuff. Well, you know, I'm going to say it in a way that might sound very, but don't take it personal. We all talk adulty, we drink, some of us smoke, whatever. I'm very direct. I'm like this even with the children. When I lived on a reservation, I'm very direct. I used to have the old Navajo women sitting around me like this. And I'd be like, oh, calm your girdle and your panties down. And the husband would be over the corner laughing. And anybody know in the Navajo Nation, the women kind of, you know what I'm saying, control the narrative, they think. And I sit around in the sweater boxes and everything with the Navajo men, and they tell me we make them think they control it. And yeah, and the ones who I dealt with are highly respectful. Yeah, I whipped a lot of butt on the Navajo Nation. I did. And if you want to challenge it, I got a bunch of people to know. We can always go back to the Navajo reservation where I lived, and we can go and meet some of the people. Hell, someone come over here and watch. And if they want, they can speak up. These things right here, who I am, teaching martial arts and boxing to the children and the women for free because of all the raping and this, that, and other, and knowing some things because I'm connected to certain individuals who I'm not here to talk about and I can't talk about. I know some things. That's all. I don't know nothing, but I know some things. And those are things I'm going to share. And I'm very brash when I speak on those things. You dig what I'm saying? The deception of the brown, the blue and white power shirts on the nerves of those pirates. He met them back with his pow. Yo, so you very aware of that. And there's a lot more to that. And that's for another time. But yes, we're allowed. You gotta be careful who you get the information from, but absolutely. Yeah. This is not from some windage. And let me tell you something. Do you know what the flu is? The flu is like cancer cell. They call it a cancer cell because your body has it in every joint and every part of your body. When I was in medical school, and the cancer cell, by the name, it's another term, medical term. I'm not going to get into medical terminology here. It covers up the toxins and poisons. Just like the flora in your gut when you get hookworms and all that kind of shit, it reacts by depressing itself. And then the white blood cells go in there and it gets activated trying to kill the hook or the worms, tapeworms, whatever. It doesn't always work because why? You're agitated because you're eating all kind of garbage and chemicals that give it more strength and your body's inability to frequency or vibrate to destroy it. Just like I told people, cancer can be cured between 100 and 300,000 hertz. Which, can any of y'all find that or make that? Directed. That means, you know, you got the little sonogram and all that. So 100 to 300, between there, 100, 250, 275, whatever. To find the right frequency of the certain poison that the cancer cell has wrapped itself around to destroy it. But what happens is you got these fake ass doctors come along and they do a biopsy and they release the toxins in. The white blood cells start attacking, the red blood cells fighting each other. And now you got what they call cancer. And then what they want to do is give you chemo, which really doesn't solve anything. That can irradiate some shit created by a melanated woman, mind you. X-ray, right? But what happens is the liver, the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, stomach, bladder, it gets fucking weak. Every once in a while, you got people go, chemo, bang, 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 I'll be cancer. And then it comes back. Because it is not the cure. You are walking around a whole frequency, my brothers and sisters, a whole frequency vibrating at a very, very low. You're vibrating in the order you're meant to vibrate in. And they have had time to study you and fuck you up and break you down. I mean, think about it. Teflon. I hate when they say Teflon Don because of the Teflon bullets, right? Teflon was made for the aircrafts before they made the Challenger. Hell, wait, long before that, for the bottom of the capsules. And then somebody said, just like they did with petroleum, Rockefeller's punk ass, when they made him step down after he did what he needed to do so he can go partake and create the Heart Health Organization and Cancer, which caused society, because of the fucking very poisons they were putting in you, because cancer didn't really exist. I'm forcing my diaphragm to cough the shit up. So when I feel an itch, I cause it, okay? I want it out. Anyway. It's all intertwined in your destruction. So Teflon was never meant to be cooked. Heated up. They already knew what the fuck it was going to do. They had a surplus of it. And they used it. Why is that folic acid in every goddamn thing that vitamin C, fake vitamin C ain't supposed to be in, and it's coming from black mold and a few other things? Why do they want to poison you? Why is it that people can't make sense? Because your mind will work right. You'll think that you know everything. You don't know shit. And you'll expunge and express things you think you know you learned in the system that was created by them, devoid of any rational thinking or moral subjugation that would have you look at things not elusively, but look at things with a solid eye and then take your time to actually broach upon it to be able to express it in a better way. It's not knocking anybody. I'm just pointing this out. Okay? The reality is most of these diseases are created. So when you get the flu shot, do you know what you're fucking doing? Not only you become a carrier to carry that little disease that it shot you up with, that in the first 24 to 48 hours just spread the fuck around. Because your body, the flu actually means fighting off the cold or the toxins or whatever the fucking poisons are that they've got in the food, everything. Look at how they always have recalls every goddamn time you turn around now. Everything's wrapped with this plastic. Like, when I heard this, I said, man, you can't be kidding me. Are y'all aware that the PBA in plastics is not needed to be in it? They put it in there and it's the first thing that leaches off because they know it's going to get in your system and cause and disrupt your endocrine system. All right. Oh, they got the little vehicles flying around, levitating. They target and put a little weapon on you and pinpoint it and shit. Fuck with them. They got the shit in it. Fuck with them. Who gives a fuck? Y'all afraid to die? You don't really fucking die. Y'all have all these fears that you won't allow yourself to be strong and turn around and change. Because see, they fucked up. And then if you one of them, you ain't got to believe shit I say. I don't really give a fuck. I enjoy it. I don't loathe you, love you, whatever the fuck terms you want. I just see most people being fucking as dumb as the motherfuckers made them. And if you want to perform dumb because you've lost hope, you were never meant to have hope in the first place, whatever the fuck hope means. Okay? These motherfuckers are dumb. Do you believe nuclear weapons exist? Man, that's just more worse than that. Whether it exists or not. Problem is y'all give it strength because of your fears, your fake knowledge of knowing, and don't even know who you fuck you are or your purpose in this existence. Okay? People. You know what I mean? Give yourself a little breathing fucking room. You dig what I'm saying, my beloveds? See what I just did? I'm pushing my diaphragm to get it up. It's right there. I mean, I could do the heat and blah, blah, and break it up and plock and become. No, I don't want to do that. I want myself to get strong from it. I haven't had pneumonia. I haven't had flu, fake ass flu. That's not what it is. I haven't had a cold. That's not even what it's called. The real thing. They have lied to everybody to keep everybody in the fucking witch call while they keep experimenting, fucking you up. While you doing nothing, you don't come together. You don't find a way to deal with it. Unless it's some fucking war. I mean, look at Russia. They done built a little off-road dune buggy thing that's got AKs lined up that rotate with shit that shoot things to shoot down drones. Drones are fucking people up. I mean, Ukrainians have, and a lot of motherfuckers from here and all around the world, millions have died. Over 1 million have died. Russia ain't gonna tell you the truth about the numbers over there. They killing them motherfuckers like candy being dropped, penny candy being dropped in a bag. And all y'all know how to do is exactly what you're programmed, to fight and argue about shit you know nothing about. Because if you did know something, you would know what that is for. They've already told you, y'all have seen it, whether it's on Flicky Flocky, YouTube, by some of the greatest people in minds, telling y'all over 30 years ago, I mean 20 years ago, that the last thing would be to go and fight Iran. But the biggest enemy was Russia. One of the biggest enemies is all your fucking fake ass governments. And y'all's narrative ideology of thinking. Y'all stinking ass thinking is the reason why y'all are in the situation y'all are fucking in right now. Y'all dirty, culpable, acceptance of everything outside of you is the reason why you're fucked up now. You have been nurtured in so many lies, you can't even acknowledge the reality of your existence, my beloved people. I've sat and talked with many PhDs and masters and this degrees and all this other shit, and a lot of them sound fucking pretty stupid to me. You know? Yeah, do not be afraid. Lines bring. Yeah, I know. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna hook that up in a minute because I like to do this right here. I like to add key lime. Let me, matter of fact, while you're sitting here, because I'm drinking that too, let me give me a key lime. Need 1 or 2 key lime, baby boy. I think 1 will be enough. We gotta buy some more. Damn, we run it out. Oh yeah. See, that's that phlegm right there. What's up, cuz? Meditating? Meditating? Ganja be getting that meditation on. Go ahead and put it up in there now. No, my knife's clean. I just always do that. I kind of like cold water and some plastic and everything, and he's got a purifier. We should probably run everything through it. I'm gonna get 2 of those myself. That purifier you got, brother, I'm gonna get 2 of those. Yeah, I had one when I was in on the res. I left it over there on the res when I moved out.
I gotta figure out why it's still draining slow. I don't think it's clogged up with nothing. I would think, right?
You don't see no kind of buildup, right?
On the filter.
Because you just changed the filters out not too long ago, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't that like a month ago or something?
New, yeah.
Yeah. So no, it could be, maybe it's too tight.
I was thinking about that. I was like, did I put them on too tight?
It could be. It would be something to look at. You know what I'm saying? Now, I also like that. Hi. Someone put the other half in there. I just want to shake it up. So yeah, lime, absolutely. I wasn't even thinking about that. And we keep key limes. We get what, $24 or something like that?
Yeah. It's from 10 to 20, depending on how Safeway filled that.
Yeah, how Safeway fills that day, right? So I was sick. I became sick 2 days ago, guys. We all did. Roughly about 2 days ago, right, guys? Something like that. The babies, everybody. And we pay attention out here. Don't take my word for it, but we pay attention to everything out here. And don't do sugar, people. Stop with the beet sugar. Go ahead and get you some real honey, okay? We got a beehive. I'm going to go and study it too and become one. I'm getting ready to set up my zero.
I
Oh yeah, you gotta send me the link. Well, you know my phone, so I get the T-Mobile joint.
Phone aside.
Go to Tucson, get some good pizza, some food over there. But oh my god, this stuff is so. I like whole lemons. Oh my goodness. So simple that with that. Oh, this is delicious. Oh, lime is so good. Key lime. But key lime and lemon are the same. There's different times. I had a lemon tree when I was on the res, and there's a period where it looks like limes. You can harvest it then, or you can wait until it yellows up and you get a little half yellow and green. It has a lemon. You know what I'm saying? Someone gave me a distiller, but it's plastic. Oh, baby, I'm looking at it still in the box. Like, no, yeah, don't. Even if it says PBA free, if it ain't hard, like if it's hard like this, there's no PBA in there. If it's hard like this, but if it's soft like that, that's what it is, and it leaches right away. Okay, because you remember plastic is porous, not like glass, which glass is porous too, actually, because you know on some of the old cars, those glasses were stronger than the ones we get now from China, everywhere. But after about 20, 30, 3 decades, the glass starts to settle. And so that's why you pop it at the bottom, breaks it, it shatters. Or if you lean on it, it breaks, you know, the old 55 vehicles and stuff like that. And these are simple things, you know, for those who don't know. Yeah, don't be in here attacking each other, guys. I'm not going to have that. Yeah, 7.8 hertz. Yeah, but you know, when you get to 100, when you get to 100 and 300,000 hertz is some different shit. I bet it's so high you can't hear it, but it's directed. You dig what I'm saying? Can we build it? Of course. It's not complicated. But I'm not attacking nobody. Be mindful of that. You know, we talk like when we grow. I hate these terms, man. This language is so fucked. When we grow up, I'm gonna say it blatantly, straight up. When we grow up, we put away. It's like East Side Story. When you're a man, when you're a man. Oh, hold on, what's that going? When you're a boy. Oh, I forgot how the song goes. I did it in acting and shit. Broadway. I mean, not Broadway, but play. East Side Story. I gotta watch that. I haven't seen that shit in over like 3 decades, 2 decades, or something like that. When you're a boy, some shit. When you're a man, you put away some cigarettes. You put away your toys. I can't remember the fucking song. I'll learn it and jam it for you guys. What's the temperature right now? A lot of it just came up, y'all.
63, but it's probably higher than that. It feel like they turned the core back up.
It's 63? Right now, 63?
That's what the watch say, but usually it's a little higher than what my
Yeah, I think it's going to get up like 75, 78 today.
It feel like it's sitting out here.
Well, I know. The sun's, I'm the tree and the sun, and you can see the milk in the sky because they're still spraying from wherever they at. You can see it over there. See that? The trails that they broke up? So these monkeys, hey, man, look, women. If y'all understood coming together and how y'all resonated without your goofy indifferences, that if y'all would have spoke as one, now you know why they had to destroy the family, create race identities and this, that, and the other, Boaz, Hertzler, all those motherfuckers. And then men, we used to move together as one. Like I told people, fake ass China, the Kate were light-skinned folk and dark-skinned folk. Me and my little white brothers built the Great Walls. If you only knew the real history, you would stop being so pragmatically fucking stupid and thinking you're smart based on a fake white superiority complex that a lot of you have a hard time getting fucking rid of. But you can't talk to me that way because I just disrupt you and fucking hurt your little feelings. So that's why it's better to come together, because there are some of us who not just seers or knowers, a little fucking different. I know, man. Wait till I do that clove, Tika. Well, it's coming up. I'm drinking more of the lawn. So this right here is eucalyptus and mullein. Do the eucalyptus just once. The mullein you can do 3 times a day. Don't be drinking eucalyptus all fucking day. That's just stupid. Lime water, you can drink that 24/7. It would be better for me to. We need to go to Jerome, bro, so we can pick up some copper stuff, copper cups and all that. And how far is it? Jerome is like how far from here? Jerome, City of Jerome, copper.
How far was it when you would drive there from where you were?
It was on but a few hours, bro.
So if it's like 2-3 hours from you, it's probably 4 to 5 from here.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe 4 or 5. It depends on what direction. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Excuse me, guys. I'm burping and stuff. All that stuff.
You don't pass Phoenix when you go there, right? You're still.
When I was driving, I never paid attention to that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull it up though and see what I see. Tell you guys here in a minute. Your list, first place. Hell yeah. Okay. So from here, it's 222 miles. So, god damn.
Yeah, that's about 4 to 5. Because to get all the way to you is like 360 something. So that's on the other side.
It's giving me about 4 hours. About 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because it's 3.5 hours from Page.
Yeah, so that's about 4 or 5 hours from here. Because it take me about 7.
We need to go and make it. We need to go there and hang out for a night and shit like that. The vegan food, they got some of the best at the Ghost Burgers and all that. That's why I wanted to get Millennial and all of them here to come here and go up, be like, we all take a road trip, a couple of trucks and everything, have a good time, the kid, and pick up some things that are beneficial. Real copper cups and mugs and shit, jewelry, and I mean real. Besides some history there, you know what I mean? Hey, Ken Johnson, what's happening? How you doing, beloved? Appreciate that, beloved. Yeah, I have nothing against nobody. I really don't. I know I've done things. Y'all see some old videos. It's because I want to press people into a corner where they realize they're not really in a corner. Nothing anybody says should really have an effect unless it's detrimental. I'm not against police. I'm not against feds. I am just against these bastards you see today that are blatantly fucked up. Given the opportunity to have a job to do something right and they go and forego it, like these police officers are the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. And I have a lot of friends with deputy sheriffs, police, and you ought to hear how they talk about some of these guys. Holy shit. I had a friend said he had to draw down on one of his officers because he was just going crazy while on the lady. He had to draw down on him. And he told him, look, I'm not going to tell you again. You keep hitting that woman, I'm going to shoot you. He got fired. He probably became a police officer in Texas. Who knows? You know what I mean? LACN, a spirometer is a great tool to have. And yeah, I'm gonna need all that. Smoking some mullein with my herbs is great for respiratory. All right, yeah, hey man, I'm not smoking that shit, but yeah, I just smoke regular little indica. But I'm just gonna let my body 1 meal a day. I do one thing though, when you have something like this, one of the worst things you can do is carb up. Carbing up. White bread. I mean, we eat white bread, brown. You know, we eat like all the bread we eat is pretty fucking. It's like without all the garbage in it. And the carbing up really adds to the phlegm, the mucus. It really, really does. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing that when I was growing up, my great grandmother used to always say how like if they started feeling some kind of way, because a lot of poisoning happened here, right, back in the 1800s, a lot of poisoning. They would literally not eat or drink anything. It was different. The air was different. They had fluoride in the water and all that. They had well water. It smelled like eggs or whatever the fuck, right? Sulfur, right? And, you know, all this stuff, stalagmites, crystals and shit, wherever it's coming from, whatever mountain, whatever in the Carolinas. And down in Louisiana. And most of the lakes and streams weren't poisoned. They have, in the last 40 years, purposely poisoned all the rivers. And you can see up in Alaska and in Canada where motherfucking these worthless ass cops who are Masonic monkey tards don't know what the fuck they're involved with, right? Because they get to see the little stripper poles walk around on a checkerboard and all this other goofy shit. All right. There's video footage. I have 2 on my phone or on my tablet. I don't know. They're somewhere where people are actually challenging these motherfuckers walking around in these white suits, pumping poison into the fucking fishing lakes and shit like that. Couldn't be around me. I see you. Be a fucking star on the wall. To harm and kill on my land? No, man, we ain't tolerating that shit. So they stay where they're doing, whatever they're doing. Y'all stay pragmatic and being part of it. I don't care. What matters to me is the fact that y'all need to know the next level. And a lot of you really don't have a fucking clue. You need, and I say ascension as it's a perverse word to me, but you need to learn how to ascend. Y'all understand that shit. And none of you are being pragmatic, nor are you taking the fucking provisional steps to even attain that. It's like the great America. I hate calling it America because it ain't the U.S. This great country with many countries in it. That's why it's funny when you have white people can say, "Oh, the Great American Experience," and then you have dumb Negroes who don't even know it's in the Great American Experiment. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up, bro. What's so hard with getting it together? Is it the world that the enemy created more lovable? Is it more pragmatic? I guess it would be in your understanding of things. Man, let me the sun hit this motherfucking wig of mine. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know it's waving up and shit. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. No, seriously. Is that what it is? I just want to know.
From 1904 to 1908, I was Adolf Hitler's only friend in Linz, and thereafter in Vienna.
I know, I got the shovel head, shovel teeth, and all that shit. Just pay that no fucking mind. I just really want to know. Is it more pragmatic, more comfortable for you to be in the state that you're in? I'm not against some of the shit they're doing now. I'm sorry, but sometimes you got to get the scurvy. It's got to be cleaned up and gone. So, because we're in the state we're in, shit, I might fly over a few fucking cities my goddamn self and drop some shit or spray some shit. I know y'all be like, wait. Man, I don't want to hear no fake ass moral subjugation. I'm dead ass serious. Motherfuckers ask, wait, he learned how to fly a Cessna. I'd be like, what you got? What barrels? Can I pick the target? I'll be up that motherfucker flying like a bitch. Can y'all have 2 more ready? I'm making lines all over, motherfucker. 6 down there. Oh, we got Kim. Hey, you ain't saying shit yet. I'm gonna do loops and spell the fucking word. Bye. I'm serious. Because I've had enough of the ignorance and stupidity. No, I know they believe it. They can look at, they can tell. They got that. I'm serious to the heart attack. Goddamn, I'd be spraying. I got 3 places I'd spray the fuck out them states. I'd spray the shit out. I even fly low and wave. hit the butt. Whatever. And spray your ass up. Y'all giving up on 3 motherfucking cities. Giving up on you motherfucking dumbasses. Big Jers. Programming versus programming. Talk about it, family. Smoking some more. He going, hey, goddamn K ain't gonna have me smoking some goddamn mullen, man. No, people do it, you know. And that heating with that, well, but you can't do a lot of it. The oils and shit like that, you'd be damaging. Especially if the floral in your shit is not, you know what I'm saying? It could be damaging. So I'm irritating my throat because I'm using my diaphragm. Like, if you're choking, if you don't know how to, like, boxers, like when we get the wind knocked out of us, you gotta know how to cough and get that wind back in before that motherfucker you start seeing stars and, you know what I mean? You can see, you know, and it's breaking it. It's hard. It's gonna be sore.
Oh, they fucking with him.
Wait.
2 ravens chasing the hawk on.
Oh yeah. Oh snap. Okay.
Goddamn ravens.
Ravens don't be playing, man.
Oh, they always on their neck, man. That's a.
Yeah, we don't have crows. We have ravens here, y'all. Some of y'all get it. You can hear them. They get it mixed up. Crow and a raven are 2 different things. And here we have ravens, y'all. But anyway. Yo, ravens are awesome. New York, LA, and Atlanta. I'm not. I think one of them got attacked or something got hurt.
I hear the raven. I hear him.
Well, right there. There's the hawk and there's the raven.
Oh, there they go. He flying
Yeah.
over.
And there's the other hawk, the other raven right up there over top of the hawk. You got that one. They're coming in on it.
Yeah, there they go.
They go it's right on it. He's going on the back of it. Look at it. He missed it. He just missed it. The other one's coming up from the bottom. You see it?
Yeah, I can see him.
All right, he just went under it. They're actually chasing this big ass hawk. These two ravens, and ravens you don't play with them, especially if they're together. Because the hawk will go and get babies and you know what I'm saying, and they on this motherfucker to get them away from the nest and everything. Yo, look at it. Look, they just hit it. They hit the hawk. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's like air battle. I'm narrating an air battle, your dog fight, y'all. Oh, check them out, wing to wing. Oh, they just clawed. They went. You can see where they actually turned to claw each other. Holy shit! It's like right here. Yo, look at how they. Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Can I zoom it in?
He's like, all right, man, I'm leaving.
You hear him screaming?
Yeah, he's like, all right,
But that one when it look claw to claw. Look, oh sniggle. We can see it better here, yo. They are on that hawk's ass, y'all. Holy shit. Look at one on top of it. You see how I just hit it? You see that? They're not letting up. Oh wait, I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm not the guy y'all want at the motherfucking fight with the camera guy. Cause I'll put the phone down and get involved. Anyway. Yo, you can see it. Oh, and it's oh wow, the wings just hit. All right, that one just dive bombed on it. I said the sun, dude. Yo, is that cool or what? No, the Hawks, but the Ravens don't play either. Don't get it twisted. Them Ravens don't. Man, listen here.
big ass birds too.
And the Raven and the Hawk is a big mother sucker, man. Y'all ain't. That's why when people saying, "Is that a crow?" I'm looking at him like this. Nigga, you don't know what a crow look like? Nigga, that's a goddamn linebacker. The fuck, that's the Raven, nigga. Yeah. Right over here. Yeah. That main one's staying on it. I think that's the female. And the male's like keeping it in the loop. See how it circles around to bring it back? And yeah. From over there to there, yeah.
Oh, you got? Oh no, I thought you had it for a second.
No, flew. I think it clawed. You see how it took off right over here?
Yeah, he take it off. There, I'm out.
So now if the hawk goes back over there, they're gonna be back on it. So see where the hawk's going over that way?
Yeah, he's zooming too.
He's hauling ass eastward. He's heading east, south, southern, east. Kind of like.
Oh yeah, I'm out, bro.
Yeah, southern easterly. Yeah. All right, no, he's going back over that way.
Oh, here they go. Oh shit.
Yeah, they're over here.
You better not.
Oh, they're gonna swoop around. Look at him. Holy shit. They had a mutual agreement. You see how that motherfucker gone?
Don't let me catch you around.
Yeah, yo, that was. Oh man. Oh, I'm sorry about that little air battle, man. I worked on jets anyway.
Right here.
Has anyone else connected bird activity jumped off right when Red said what he said? Be quiet. Yeah, but really train them. You make them comfortable, and they learn certain words and signals from you that is palatable. You know what I'm saying? But we enjoy it out here, man. This is magnificent. Again, like I said, I'm not gonna say the 3 places. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. That's not a good thing. But no, there are 3 places, man. I wouldn't give a good God, great. I wouldn't care. Get them where they need to go fast, because they're waste of existence. All right. Half of Atlanta and half of Florida and shit. So I ain't talking about marginal lines and shit, but that's one. Half of Atlanta and half of Florida. That's the first one. I'd fly fucking 1 million hours of sorties over them son bitches with assessment, spraying the fuck out of them. And I'm not gonna say why. Y'all should be able to figure that out. Some of y'all might live there. If they allow me to fly, I'd advise you to get the fuck out of there because I'd be right there. Whatever the fuck. The damn fly. And I know that sounds hateful. It's just the way it is. It's who I am. I'm gonna call it how I see it. Doesn't mean that it's I'm not a provocateur. I don't care. What matters to me is that the few that should and that are for some reason still fucking knocked the fuck out. I don't get that. It's not for me to figure it out. I don't get how I hate that word woke. And y'all know I used it the other day, right? But I hate it. I detest it. At its very existence of how the phrase was coined and everything. You know? Change. All the same dumb niggas that was crying and crashing out these dumb black women for Kamala, the fucking Hindu, or whatever the fuck she is, right? I ain't gonna say nothing else about that, right? I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Because that's all it was about. It's not to push hate. I'd still spray the fuck out them 3 places. I sure enough would. Wouldn't lose no sleep. Fucking ain't like I sleep now. Wouldn't be bothered. What? Nothing. Hell, I don't really have nothing as it is. Because a lot of y'all keep proving me over and over and over that you lack responsibility. Okay? You're self-serving. And therefore, ergo, I'd probably give you a bus ticket to the city I'd like to spray. Just throwing it up. But as I was saying earlier, I know some of you went and watched some of the videos, and I want to shock people's system. I want people to go, yeah, because it seems like people like that shit, even when I'm purposely saying nothing. Like the days when I'm like, I ain't gonna say really anything, but I'm gonna throw some shit around and see what happens. It's like, you got to find out where people are at in their Rolodex of information. And what it does is allow me to see that a lot of people don't have no information at all about how important they are. And when I see that you lack the responsibility of your importance, what the fuck do I care about you for? You know what I mean? Canadian. Yeah, but no, man. We're the original. I just saw Land 2, brother. Like, when Russia, why is it that people don't study Big Jers? That's my boy, my brother. Why is it people don't study about when Russia was in Alaska? How come y'all don't study that? That could be a whole fucking podcast or another video. I actually have set up a podcast. I haven't went in and done it. But why is it nobody studies what Russia was doing in Alaska? So-called Alaska. Canada. Well, Alaska, where they at, but they breached all the way over to Canada. Even that term bothers me. Canada. All these fucking made up names. And people just love it. You got the so-called Britons in America, the French on top of it, and the Spanish under it. When the fuck are y'all gonna wake up and realize the truth? The Dutch and the Portuguese over that way and down below. Huh? Zionists don't give a fuck about nobody. As long as they got you believing in the world of lies they created. On what stipulations? I don't know. Meaningless and matterless. Okay? Kamala's a fucking fraud. A bastard. A piece of excrement as far as I'm concerned. She probably would like that. You know, it's funny when I was telling people about, I had a friend of mine who was in the military. He's like, he was in Dubai, and they had found this woman who had been kind of beaten. And she told him a story about how she was getting paid a lot of money. This goofy ass negress from fucking Africa, and her friend who was from, I think, Chicago or somewhere, saying that they were getting paid to get shit on by these rich motherfuckers in Dubai. I says, what is that, a scat party? What the fuck is that? I didn't know what scat was. Unless you're talking about like deer dropping, scat, you know what I'm saying? I said, you got motherfuckers getting all this money, run around here in Georgia and New York and Florida and all these places, rich now in California, BBLs, big breasts, acting like they the shit, driving their little $500,000 cars, and it's all because they survived and made it back here after getting shit on. What kind of, and you think I'm supposed to respect these motherfuckers talking about go Kamala? Well, maybe they know something that everybody else don't know because they're nasty. Huh? Podcast with Jamil. Y'all invite the brother in. Costco trying to tell me to out my EDC away. Fuck the Costco fuck motherfuckers. Yeah, I can set that up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So I can ask some questions and stuff. Hell yeah. I definitely set it up, huh? But I want to be a little warmer. So we got time, we got patience. Hell, we might not be here. I'm only, you know what I say about, I like to be in the now, but it's good to dream. Okay? So we can plan for down the road. Okay? It'll be a great communicating conversation. Trust me. But when I heard that, my friend, I can't say what branch he was in, what he was doing. I think it was contracting, actually. I said, "Were you serious?" He says, "Yeah, man." She was arguing about it because she wanted them to get her the hell up out of there. Because it's big old booty African woman and her friend from Chicago, whatever, for LA, whatever the fuck. They had pretty much started acting kind of weird. And so, you know, fake ass half Jew, Coptic, Jew, whatever the fuck they are, Ashkenaz, so-called Muslim, whatever the fuck, right? Would start smacking them around and beating up on them. After being held for 3 or 4 days, and throwing shit on them, keeping them naked, no bathing, got tigers and shit in there and shit. All for fucking money. Or a lot of money too. For that work of the ass dollar, that showed me right there. I can't really sit down and have a conversation with the sisters. If this is the kind of shit where they at, it's not all of them, but damn it, it's a lot. Yeah, I saw that video. It's just, I didn't see the video though. Dumbass so-called black women scat parties. That is pretty fucking sick. That is just. And then the ones in Georgia sucking their boyfriend off with another dude sucking them off, and the same dude that was behind them bumping her. Like it's all right. Every hole is open. That is, if that ain't endocrine disruptors and soy and everything else, and they think it's all right because you got a bunch of goofy ass bull daggers running around talking about rainbow. Rainbow ain't got shit to do with no homosexual activity. I'm not knocking y'all motherfuckers. I'm just putting the fact up. And the fact that y'all are part of the Zionist narrative and it's okay because it's pleasurable. Just like using all that electric and plastic devices, wondering why you getting ovarian and uterine cancer. Got goopy ass women talking about dark ass women. I'm only sleeping with women and always pulling out big rubber dildos and all them electric devices and wondering what's wrong with them 10 years down the road. Fuck them. What?
They sleeping with transsexuals now too.
Yeah, the transsexuals. What is up with that?
Like that. They all out.
I want to be a woman, but I want to keep my penis. What the fuck?
Clown show out here.
These motherfuckers are mentally incapable of rational reasoning and thinking. And they're out of this fucking soil. So if that's your forte, this ain't the life you want to be in. Never was. Anyway, if y'all get a chance, go ahead and pick up the book. If you want to purchase it, it's about $27.30. I think I paid $34. I didn't get it from Amazon. All Blood Runs Red: The Legendary Life of Eugene Bullard. Boxer, pilot, soldier. I told you his mom was full-blooded Indian, and they want to call him an African American. And his daddy was no African either. Haitian, originally from here. That's called deep researching. But it shows you the inconsistency of their stupidity. All these prolificators of fucking narratives of lies. And you ain't gonna see none of them motherfuckers come in here and say a goddamn thing. That's why I put it there. What it is the worthless ones. The feds will keep it blocked. You can't let it see it, or whoever the fuck they are. It don't matter what they call themselves. Most of them are Peachtree-ish specimens. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. My parts have even mentioned that, but it's disgusting. And anybody wants to normalize anything like that, it's like the retarded gang members think it's running around, all right, running around killing, saying it's okay, we're in Louisiana, you don't know how it is. No, you don't know how it is, you dumb fuck, to be running around killing each other. You stupid motherfuckers are going to prison, this, that, and other. You have become exactly what the fuck they created. So you are not who the fuck you think you are, and you're not badass, you're not tough, you're not shit. You're fucking broken, worthless. Stop being broken, stop being worthless. How about that? They got to get 80, 70 years old before they say, yeah, well, you know, I started advocating against gang and I started going out there and what I'm doing in my community. Shut the fuck up.
Too late now.
Well, you know, we had to get, you know, someone argue, we had to get to, oh, shut the fuck up. There's many people locked up with absurd times. But shit they didn't even do. And you got these monkeys running around there who no one, their mammy, raised them fucked up out there, the very ones in the goddamn Jiffy Mart and everything else fighting for nothing. You know what I mean? Anyway. Discuss some. Anyway, let me see what else. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I didn't really want to go into that, but yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. Been on here for 2 hours. I'm gonna sign off and get some of this goddamn sun. Take these shoes off, let my feet full of dirt. We're gonna go down the pit, do a little shooting today. We I hope that Loctite works. We got about 4 hours, 3 hours for it. Fully set. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The boats are made in China, so that's just shit. You know, real boats that we made, motherfuckers will stand and sets the time. And this is what this fake ass government did: get all that metal, make us send all this cheap shit back, so they can get rich with cheap shit. When we make quality shit, and y'all still voting for these motherfuckers instead of voting saying get the fuck out of here. We don't want you in here. And in one voice, in one movement. Nah, okay, it's your choice. You do whatever it is you do. I can dig it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen to old foodie like me. Don't take everything to heart. Look at everything for yourself. Research it. Find out what you can. I'm tired of fake motherfucking converts to a religion that isn't even our religion, based on our life or whatever. Partially. I think they could be us, based on a fucking world of lies, to usurp and misuse for their own pleasure, stupidity, and everything else. You're on private property. How you on private property on stolen land? Exactly. And you your own first responder. But don't argue with the monkeys, man. Go to another place. They've been calling shit in Costco, man, like crazy. Sausage, hamburger meat, all kind of shit. And they do that because they knew that you can get a good deal, and that way they can affect a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? That's why they did it. You know what I'm saying? People don't even pay attention to that. But yeah, that's like Sam's Wholesale Club. Same thing. It's right there. I can't just break it free. Got it. Anyway, I appreciate y'all taking time to listen, old fogey. Like I said, don't take everything. That scat shit is nasty. So, you know, fake Jews are fake Jew. I don't know. Well, they're real, but they're fake. They're not a righteous people, upright people that are based on lies and everything else, crypted in based on a whole ideology of lie, because everything they're doing now was supposed to have been done back then, 2,000 years ago. It's all bullshit. All right? Beware the sales and deals. Yes, hon. That's right. Anyway, y'all know that. Thank you on Baby Go Slaughter for the Cashapp. Y'all can tap it if you want to. Olmec, hit Ganja. Let us know what's going on, brother. And I'm thinking about, damn, I'm on some Mexican. We'll wait till the sun get a little lower and we make the trip come back, and that way we get, you know, because I'm not really hungry. But, you know, nice little Mexican something, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all. I really do. Got a lot of decisions, people. Okay? Oh, I'm gonna show you. I know somebody asked. Let me get this right here real quick. Let me show you ass. Did you kill that fly, cuz? That motherfucker's getting on my nerve, bro. How many? Oh, hell no. So, that's the original. Let me turn this around so you can see. So this is the original thing for the greenhouse, right? This one's torn. Monsoon fucked it up. Can this be utilized? Of course, absolutely. So this right here is a shitload of fucking wood. 6x6s, 2x10s, 2x18s, 2x20s, fucking 2x4. You can see it's very fucking long. I mean, very. And we've got a lot more. I just want to show you this. And we keep this because we're going to treat it ourselves. It's a lot of fucking wood. I mean, you see this right here? There's bricks and got a couple pallets we're going to get. It's not too expensive. And then I don't have my key on me. I was gonna show y'all some of the tools, jackhammers, all kind of shit. Because it's getting cold at night, and we really want to get the platform up, and we're taking our time with it now because the way things are going, and we all got sick at the same time. So we're not gonna push that. Because me and T gonna live up on the first platform we build and get the walls up. We're not gonna work through the night, especially in the spring. So this right here is our shed. Excuse the light. I put that up in here. A lot of shit. Y'all know we got all this. We want to do. We set it up. We could do. When we get all that down there fixed. We could work on cars and stuff like that. And that's where we keep a lot of tools and stuff like that for the cars. Gate up over here, which is part of the property. You know, way in the back over there, way in the back where you got the horse, what you call it, and everything like that. I want to show you everything. But so it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? We forgot to get. Hey, when we was at Ace, you know what I forgot to look at? The fucking mooring lines. Yeah. So. We swing through there today. We can go ahead and look at them and see what the prices are because they have them. So I'll pick up a couple of them. So where we have them, we go. You know, I'm not gonna order them off of fucking Amazon. Fuck that. I don't trust that. A lot of this shit coming from China. Nothing against China. It's just poor quality shit. Pathetic quality, actually. So we got to get, like I said, we're gonna need about for that first one about like 20 of them. You know, dig them in the ground and everything like that. But yeah, so we'll turn this around again so you can see. Guys right there getting the sun, y'all. Barefoot too. Bonnie run foot. So over here is going to be, we want to build a greenhouse with weed and everything like that, and watermelons and blah blah blah. Up there's going to be the platform, big ass houses going way back, whatever you call it. This is what you call a line as far as when with the driveway that goes around. That's the Amerindian Indian research place. There's no fake ass natives living over there. They can't. That's our land. All of it belongs to us. For those who aren't aware, okay? Might just thought I would share that with you, okay? Let me get the fuck off here. Getting hungry. What was that? Beware the sales and deals. Yes, yes. Anyway, I appreciate you guys, and see you guys later. All right. No hat on, but you know how it goes. All right. Yeah, I was 2 hours. Damn, I didn't know it was on there that long.